Hey guys, welcome back. We've got another AR-15 upper out on the bench. And I tell you, this is probably one of my most requested uppers to do. And I finally got around to getting one to test for you guys. And this is one of the 6.5 Grendel uppers from Delta Team Tactical. I've had a bunch of people ask about their stuff, and I have never shot any of it or seen any of it for that matter. But we've got one of their uppers here on the bench today. We're going to put some rounds through at 110 yards to see what kind of accuracy we can hold. Overall, the build quality looks okay. I will say though, if you buy one of these, take it out of the box, make sure everything's tight. When I got it, the handguard was a little loose. You know, no big deal. I cinched her down. But just be mindful. You should do that with all your weapons. But we're going to shoot some shots here, kind of see what it does. We'll give some overall thoughts here as we get done. But I've got some Hornady Black, some American Eagle, Federal Premium with the Berger bullets, and we're going to shoot a couple rounds of the Wolf too, just to see what it'll do. But we're going to start off with the Hornady Black. This is the 123 grain ELD stuff. The barrels that they're using do take the Type 2 bolt face, Grendel bolt face. There are two different styles. There's the .125, which is the 7.62 by 39 bolt face, and then there's the .135, which is the Grendel specific. This does take the Type 2, the 1.35. So source your bolt accordingly if you don't get one that comes with it. So just be mindful. But let's take our first shots here and see what we got. Oh, wow. All right, let's try 3 of the 120 grain open tip match from American Eagle. And I tell you, I've shot a lot of this American Eagle stuff in a lot of different calibers, and the ammunition really, really performs. One of my favorite loads in 6.5 Creedmoor is actually the American Eagle. So let's see what we can get here. A few of these. Again, 110 yards. Oh, wow. All right, let's try 3 of the Federal Premium with Berger bullets. As you guys know, I'm quite the fan of Berger projectiles here at the Hyde. They shoot very, very well. Very, very consistent projectile. All right, let's see here. Oh, looks like we got a failure to eject, fellas. All right, well, let's put our last Berger round back in here and we'll see how it does. All right, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Now, just for giggles, as I know a lot of you guys shoot this stuff, it's too cheap not to shoot if you're using, or if you're shooting Grendel. So it's definitely out there for plinking and stuff. I've shot quite a bit of this in the various Grendels that I've had here at the hide, fellas. A little dirty, but not the most accurate, but it does shoot. Well, let me take my ears off here, guys. I'll grab the camera for you all. We'll take a close-up look of the upper itself. The upper was shipped with one of these really, really wide hand guards. I don't really care for those as the tightening mechanism. I mean, it works. It is what it is, but this does have the nitrated barrel. Now, I will say, to me, this looks like a BCA barrel. It looks like a Bear Creek barrel. I'm sure they're probably sourcing the barrels and putting the stuff together themselves, which I do believe is what they do. Because as you guys know, if for those of you that have bought stuff from them, hurry up and wait. It took, oh my gosh, almost a month to get this upper. And, you know, it is what it is. It does use a mid-length gas system, which is nice. The recoil impulse is very controllable in it. It does use this birdcage style compensator. Seems to do okay. Overall, I mean, nitrated barrel, it's not bad for what you pay. Now let's just see what we got as far as our accuracy goes, which I have to say, guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm less than impressed, but we'll see how it goes. I will say, if you guys have ever perused Delta Team Tactical's website, it's very, very hard to navigate. And as far as their AR-15 uppers go, me personally, I think they offer too many. I would rather them, you know, offer maybe 10 or 15, you know, like standalone models that they keep in stock. Build them up, you know, build 20 or 30 of each of your most popular items, keep them in stock, so that way when a customer orders, you get it in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, I get that you know, the gunsmiths, they take time building stuff and you want it built right, and I get that, but if you get yourself caught up and get a surplus, you don't have to run into unhappy customers. So just food for thought. But we'll take a look at our target here, and I have to say, guys, let me grab the camera here, and this was the Hornady Black, which that's what, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-inch group. Yeah, that's ridiculous. This was that American Eagle. I think that might have been one shot. I don't know. Here's two of them here. I don't know where the third one went, and I do believe all these were quality trigger presses, guys. Here's the Wolf. There's one there and one there. About what you'd expect, honestly, with that, even out of a top-notch barrel, but not really sure where the third one went with that. Maybe down here, possibly. Possible. Now, here. This is that Berger. This is that 130 grain Berger Federal Gold Medal match. Now, this is really intriguing, guys, because as you can see, we pull the camera back here, we've got basically a hand spread on each of the other loads, but it shot that Berger into dang near MOA, if not MOA. So, I mean, that's pretty darn impressive. Now, my thing is would it do it again? Well, I don't really know. It could. We may have to do a little bit further testing on this, guys. I will say, for the price paid, if you're just basically looking to get into the caliber, yeah, it's a viable option, I guess. I would not expect, you know, T-box accuracy out of it or anything. Obviously, with maybe that, I mean, maybe I was just, the wind was blowing just right or something possibly, but it shot that well. But stay tuned. We may have to do a little bit more testing on this just to see what kind of other groups we can get out of it. Maybe a little bit further distance. Maybe try that to Berger load a little bit more. Some rifles don't like that Hornady. I don't know. I know that LaRue tactical that we had out at the hide would not shoot that stuff hardly at all. So you know, each rifle's different, each barrel's different. But, you know, stay tuned, give these guys a look, see if it's something you might be interested in. It could very well possibly be. Just make sure that you get knowing what you're getting. You know, take a look at all their stuff, go over it. If you're wanting to go that route, I think it'd be good to go. I know their customer service seems to be pretty good. I contacted them a few times and they were right there. Like I said, just be prepared to wait. Their stuff isn't really in stock as far as their AR-15 uppers go. So, you know, just keep that in mind if you're planning on ordering. But other than that, it was a good experience. I think we're going to try and do a little bit more testing on this just to kind of see what happens. But as always, guys, if you got any questions on this, post them up down below the video. I try to answer as many as I can. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, as it really does help going forward, fellas. Hit us up on Patreon. Also a huge, huge help. And as always, shoot straight. Later. Hey guys, I had a few rounds of that Berger 130 grain left, so I ran back up to the bench real quick just to shoot them. I ended up having 6 rounds left, so I did manage this little 4-shot group here in the middle. That's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. But I did have 2 thrown shots. I'm not really sure what the deal with it is as far as throwing the rounds goes. Maybe it just needs some more rounds through it, possibly. I think I am going to do a little bit more shooting with it. You know, I'm more than willing to give it the benefit of the doubt until it proves me otherwise. But stay tuned. We'll see how it does. Later.